What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about Lego investing, a new era. So guys, for a bit of context, if you didn't already know, January 1st, Lego released of their new wave of sets for the year. And this year, Lego released the most sets that they have ever released in January 1st. Over 300 sets were released. Now, why is this important? Well, fundamentally, Lego have too many SKUs. Now, a SKU is a unique product identifier label thing, I'm pretty sure. But basically, it means they have too many unique sets to physically put on their shelves, which means that they've had to change the way that they retire sets. So if you didn't already know, guys, traditionally, Lego sets all retire at the end of the year. But this year has seen some major changes, with a July retirement list currently out with hundreds of sets retiring in July. Now, this is going to fundamentally change the way that we view Lego investing. And the reason for this is because it's meant that new strategies have emerged, new buying strategies have emerged, and the way that we invest is going to have to change. We are going to have to adapt to this. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about what's going through my head, how I'm thinking to approach this change, and the strategies that I'm concocting in my head. So let's start off with this supply and demand graph. So this is a basic supply and demand graph. We've got the equilibrium point right here. And let's take this being the current market state of Lego, just for pretending. So what this change is going to do, the July retirement list, is it is going to decrease the supply of product, because the retirement dates and the lifespans of Lego sets are going to get shorter, because Lego need to make room for these new sets that they're consistently releasing. So supply is going to go right here to supply one, and the demand is also going to increase. Now, the reason for this is because Lego collectors and general consumers are going to have less time to buy all of the sets that they want during the set's lifetime, because they're going to be on shelves for less time. And also, because of how many new sets are consistently releasing, it's going to be difficult for them to keep up with the amount they need to buy to stay on top of collecting all the sets that they want. Which means that they're going to have to go to the secondary market when the sets retire. So this is going to increase demand to this new line, which means that the new equilibrium price is going to be all the way up here at P2, and price has increased massively. This is what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see very niche, not niche, but I'm expecting to see sets fly straight under the radar and not be picked up by investors. They're going to have super short lifespans. People are going to blink and they'll be off shelves, because I think we can expect to see the average lifespan of a set fall drastically. You're going to be looking at sets that have only been on shelves for 6 months to a year, and that is where you're going to be able to make money as an investor if you can buy those sets at the right price at the right time. So we've established that we could expect to see an increase in price for the sets that are going to be retiring earlier. So that brings me on to my new investing plan. And as you guys can see, I've laid out a graph here, which is the span of a year. So we start in January, then July, midway through the year, and December. So my strategy between January and July is going to be to buy sets that are retiring in July at a discount, right? And then after July, I want to be selling those July sets, because especially, guys, if I can be buying July retirement sets at a 30% or lower discount, even if I sell it back at RRP, but often it will be higher, it's a nice ROI, and that money can be used to then buy December sets. So if you think about it, if we put 100, let's say we put, for argument's sake, we put £1,000 in July, or up until July. And when July comes, we sell those sets. Now, let me add a caveat here. Not every set is gonna go up straight away. We know that, but if you can pick the right sets and if you can get them at the right prices, there is no reason why you shouldn't be making a profit straight after retirement. I've proved that in my previous videos where I've sold sets that retired in December for a profit literally weeks after they retired. So for argument's sake, let's say let's aim for a 40% ROI after fees. So now we have £1,400 to buy December sets. So we've essentially been able to compound the amount that the ROI we're making by strategically buying sets retiring in July and selling them on to then buy sets retiring in December. And then when January comes, well, during the Christmas period, when basically everything is flying off the shelves, it's the peak time. Q4 is the peak time to be selling Lego. So any leftover sets that you haven't sold from July, you can sell in December, and you can also sell the sets that are retiring in December, giving you a cash injection to start the cycle again and have these two buying periods to continuously compound your money. I want to leave you with food for thought. What do you think of this new strategy that I've developed? How do you think it will play out? Any thoughts, any comments, leave them in the comment section. I'd love to read them. Make sure you like and subscribe as well for more content like this. And for now, I'll see you in the next one.